Ladies and gentlemen, episode 2. Thank you so much for joining us back on our journey on the podcast scene. Thank you guys for watching the first episode. There's about 39.
I think it's 39 on YouTube, yeah.
We'll take that one. We'll take that. It's brilliant. So your support has been great. Let us know what you thought of the first episode. And welcome back. Dan, how you feeling?
I'm doing good, mate. Doing good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
I think
Knock.
we had a bit of a result, didn't we?
Just
Was that? Sorry.
I went not good. So
yeah.
Anyway,
No, I think
Go on.
I think we had a bit of a result because we changed to who we're hosting our podcast with, and we done it. I done it a couple of months ago, and we found out during the week that the Squid Game episode that we done, which I think was episode 1 of this season, has hit like 3,000 views.
Mental.
On Stamson podcast.
Mm-hmm. Which is mad. So.
Which we weren't signed up to before we moved to this hosting.
Yeah.
So that's nuts.
It's crazy.
Absolutely. But we'll get onto that because I've got something linked to that. But
okay.
I saw this video on TikTok and I just said it to Mark, and it kind of blew my mind. And I kind of thought I have to show Mark this thing.
So for the record, I have not seen this video. I have not seen it. So okay.
What I want to say up front, you're going to think it's a joke, right?
Okay.
It's very joke based, or it looks like joke.
Yeah.
It's not. So,
okay, it's not.
So I need you to get involved in it.
I'm
right?
involved.
So I'm trying to show the camera. Sorry for people on Spotify, but you're not going to see this. So there's a little frog in my hand right now, right?
Yeah.
I love your face already. Honestly, go with this, right?
Yeah, I'm going with it. I'm going with it.
He wants to show off for you. Okay?
Right.
So he's going to jump 3 times in the air and he's going to do a front flip. You got to follow him. Okay?
No, what?
There is. You know, you'll see it, right? So you got to watch him. You'll follow him with me, right? Ready? So number 1, number 2, number 3. Right? You impressed?
Yeah, it's
right.
Amazing. Well
he's
done.
warming up now, right? So
up.
he wants to take off his coat. Can you hold his coat?
Oh,
you need to hold his coat there, right? Here we go. He's doing backflips now. Ready? Hold his coat up.
Oh, sorry.
1.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Can you see a frog in my hand?
No.
Why are you holding his coat then?
Okay, right.
Payback for last week. That is amazing. TikTok, you're underrated.
It's me fucking like.
I had to sell that to you. I even saved it in my phone as science frog analogy in case Mark asked to see it. Brilliant. Payback for last week.
I can't believe that. But guys, before this podcast, before we started filming, he was like, do you watch TikTok? I was like, no, not really. He goes, have you seen the frog thing? Frog thing? What's the frog thing? Oh, it's amazing. About like sort of defies science a little bit. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Let's get into it.
I had to hook
I'm holding
you.
this Ross Clark jacket, bruv. What's going on?
I had to hook you because I thought he's going to be on edge because the last week he got me. So I had to try and get you.
I was on edge.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe there's no...
You went with it. I'm glad that you went with it. I thought he's going to ruin this. He's going to ruin it. So there we go.
You got me, man.
That is the start to this week's podcast.
Yeah, that's the start of this.
But I do actually have a genuine thing here now.
Yeah, let's talk.
So, as we looked for the new hosting, right?
Yeah.
It brought up how many countries we've been listened to in. Can you guess how many you think?
Oh, God. Is this across all platforms? Specific ones?
Not including YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's everything, just Samsung Podcast, Spotify, all of that stuff.
I'm gonna say 3, 4. I'm gonna say 4.
You're nowhere near. Absolutely nowhere near.
How many?
83.
Fuck off.
And there are some countries that you would just be like, I don't even know where that is. Didn't even know that was a country.
So, wait. So this is saying that we've been listened to in 83
different countries.
Yeah. That is insane. Okay, can we listen them?
No, there is.
Not all of them.
Just to be clear, there is a list of ones, as you would imagine.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
But I have a top 10. And the top 10, I think the 10th one was something like 30 views. So that's pretty good for a top 10, right? So I will give you the bottom 5, then I'm going to ask you to guess the top 5. Because otherwise we'll be here forever just guessing.
Of course.
So in 10th place, Albania.
Wow.
Yeah. 9th is Jamaica.
No.
8th is the Dominican Republic. Yeah, madness. 7th is India, and the 6th is Canada.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's absolutely blown my mind.
So
Okay, well, I'm guessing the US.
I will show you the list after this and stuff.
Yeah, of
but
course.
it's mad. Some of the countries I didn't even know that was a
Names
thing.
you've never
Yeah.
heard of before. The US is in there 100%.
So the USA is top. Yeah.
What, number one?
Number 1.
Oh.
I thought UK would be, but
Yeah,
it's not.
well, it's not.
It's not. It's
Oh,
USA.
you pick up the US fans in that.
But I think the Squid Game video podcast was viewed 2,500 times in America.
Oh, so that's probably where.
So that's where the
sort
number
of
is.
all coming
Yeah.
from. Okay, right. Okay, so I've guessed US. Well, UK
Is 4th.
is fourth.
Yeah, come on, UK crew.
Yeah,
You're letting
what's
us down
going
here. Come
on?
on.
Okay, US, UK. Spain.
No.
Okay.
Spain is on the list, but it's not
But it's
in
not
the top
there.
10.
Okay, so it's top 3 then. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say Germany.
No, it's not.
I'm bad at this game, you know. Go on.
I'll give you 5th place
Go on.
is Vietnam. You would never have got that.
Yeah,
I would never have got that either.
that is incredible. Singapore,
No,
Sweden,
no,
Switzerland,
no,
Austria.
no.
You might as well just tell me, mate.
France and Mexico.
Oh,
Mexico is 2nd and France is 3rd.
So do you reckon that was Squid Game related too?
I think because it's
Mexico
a Squid Game video or podcast, sorry, that took off.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. Wow.
I'm not sure why, and I'm
No.
glad it is, and thank you for listening and
Yeah,
all of that
thank
stuff.
you. I think that's
I
incredible.
don't know why. It just seemed to obviously hit some algorithm and took off.
I just went for it.
Nuts.
Crazy. Man. That's mad. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and let's get some more, I suppose. Isn't it?
I agree.
Let's
Yeah,
get
yeah.
going.
But on the subject of countries,
Yeah.
the World Cup has begun today. Now, actually, this is 4 o'clock on Sunday. What are we? 18th, 20th, something
yeah,
like that.
something like
Um,
You think
let
I
me
can
just
remember
fact check that. 20th
20th,
of
here we
November.
go.
So Qatar and I think it's Ecuador have already kicked off, but we're not watching, so we
No.
don't know the result.
No.
But I do have a game for us to do.
Okay, cool.
Let me get the paperwork.
Da-da-da-da-da.
This is very official.
This is da-da-da-da-da-da. On the in between music. Okay.
I have 2 sheets.
Let's show the people watching. Okay, we can
For the
see
people
that.
watching, you can see the chart I have.
Okay, this is the World Cup chart. Yeah.
This is the World Cup chart. And
Okay.
Mark, we're not going to go into results. We're just going to be, because otherwise we'll be here all day.
Yeah.
So we're just going to be like a quick run through of who you think will be 1st and 2nd in their group.
Okay.
And we'll get you to a winner.
Let's have a look.
So, oh yeah, let me let you have a look. Good point.
There you go.
Because I'm just kind of holding both bits of paper for no reason. So what I'll do, so Group A, you give me your winner and your runner-up.
Right, I'm saying Netherlands to win,
Right.
and I want to say Ecuador runner-up.
Ecuador runner-up, yeah.
Yeah,
So where
that's my Group
is
A.
where is the runner-up of Group A on this list? It's up here. And who did you say? Sorry, Ecuador.
Yep.
Ecuador. Oh, I spelled it majorly wrong, but no one sees this. Okay, so Group B.
Yeah, see this one here. You think I'd be? I'm saying Wales top.
Wales top.
Yeah. So there's a Group B. Bearing in mind, guys, if you don't know this, England is in this group. But I know I should be a bit more enthusiastic about the England
Yeah.
squad, but I'm just not. So I'm saying
Listen.
Wales, but England to follow.
So England second, you've got, yeah?
Yep. I've got England second.
Okay. Next group.
Argentina top. Argentina.
Argentina.
It's a new one. Argentina top. And I'm
Argentina,
gonna say.
okay.
I'm gonna go for a little win here. Poland.
No, I don't think that's a bad shout. I
think
think
that's
that is a
think
good shout.
It's
for me.
feasible. It's feasible. Group D,
So
right.
Group D.
Here we got. We have France, Australia, Denmark, or Tunisia. Well, France is going to lead that one.
So France will be the winner of Group D.
Denmark follow up.
And Denmark. I am writing this down just for people listening.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
because
yeah.
we were going to.
So Group E, Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, or Japan. Now this is difficult.
Yeah.
But my gut is saying Spain to win.
Okay.
Gut is saying that, and Germany to follow.
And Germany second, yeah.
Yep. But I know Germany are a good team. But yeah, that's my gut feeling. Group F: Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. I'm gonna say Belgium to win.
I feel like that's almost a given in that group.
Croatia to follow.
Croatia, okay.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Okay,
Group G, we got Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, or Cameroon. Well, obviously Serbia are going to win that group.
Absolutely.
No,
Right,
it's
let me write it
Brazil,
down.
obviously. Come on.
Brazil.
And then I'm going to say,
It's
I'm
interesting.
going Cameroon, you know.
You think Cameroon?
I'm backing Cameroon for this one.
Cameroon.
Let's go Cameroon.
So Group H.
Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, or Korea. So I'm going to say Portugal to win. And then I'm going to go and guess for the last one, Uruguay. Yeah. That would be my fixtures.
So Holland, England
Mm.
is your first. What is that? Round of 16. Is it 16? Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
Learn to count, Daniel.
Yeah.
Round of 16, Holland, England.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to back England. I'm just gonna have to do it. Tight game, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take that.
So Argentina, Denmark.
Argentina, 100%. Too good of a team.
Argentina. Spain, Croatia.
Spain.
And Brazil, Uruguay.
Brazil. I reckon Brazil are going to win it this year. I can't imagine.
We've got some good games lined up here.
Yeah.
So Wales, Ecuador.
Wales.
Okay. And France, Poland.
How do you say Wales?
Wales.
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 I said Wales.
Wales.
I need to change that.
Wales.
Wales. And what was the other? What was it?
France, Poland.
France to win that one.
Okay. Belgium, Germany.
Oh, you see, that's a tough.
I think that is a tough game.
That's
actually.
a very difficult game. I reckon it's going to come to the wire, and I think it's going to be. Oh, Belgium.
Belgium.
I'm saying Belgium, yeah. Again, gut feeling.
Okay. And Portugal, Cameroon.
Portugal.
Hold on a second. A minute ago, he was all for Cameroon. I've got to back Cameroon in this one. First game out.
Yeah, they're gone. No.
So Portugal.
But against Portugal, come on.
Okay, so your first quarterfinal would be England, Argentina.
Everyone's going to hate me when I'm going to say this. Argentina. Actually pains me to say it. I just have a feeling.
I'm making no comment until I do my own. So I have to.
Yeah,
back.
of course.
So winner of quarterfinal 2 is Spain, Brazil.
Brazil.
Okay.
You have to admit the squad's looking incredible.
Yeah, Brazil is just
it's
just
mad.
Unreal, isn't it? Let's be honest.
It's mad.
Oh no, I've done this the wrong way, haven't I?
We done.
It says winner of quarterfinal 1. Oh yeah, but I think it links that way. Okay, ignore me. So which means it would be Brazil, you said?
Yeah, Brazil.
This is a poor sheet actually, because I've just looked at this, and if you look, it says winner of quarterfinal 1, winner of quarterfinal 2, winner of quarterfinal 1, winner of quarterfinal 2. How does that make any sense? So I'm guessing it's linked this way.
Yeah.
So Belgium, Portugal.
Belgium or Portugal? I'm gonna back Portugal.
Ronaldo, yeah.
Although that's another one. You see his interview recently, Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Anyway. So hold on. No, that can't work. We've made a mistake. Because we've got Argentina, Brazil, and Brazil, Portugal. So the one we actually missed is Wales, France instead of Brazil. So ignore that.
Oh, okay. France.
Okay. Apologies.
France.
This sheet isn't very good. I actually downloaded it.
God, mate, I mean, you might have to fill mine out. I don't know what's going on. I was going
to say. So, Argentina, France for a place in the final.
Okay. I'm going to say.
Who are we going for?
I'm going to say France. I'm going to say
Okay.
France.
So, France are your first team in the
final.
But
I reckon that again will be a game that is like, it will come down to the wire. It won't be like an easy win for France. I reckon Argentina will give it as much as they can, and France will just come up on top.
Okay. And Brazil, Portugal.
Brazil Brazil.
Okay, and now this is where you do have to make a decision. France, Brazil. What is the score?
Brazil to win,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say a gut feeling 3-1 Brazil.
So 3-1 Brazil, and
Yeah.
the third place playoff would then make that Portugal versus Argentina.
Mm.
Oh, Messi, Ronaldo.
See that? Look at me fixing this up.
There
I
we
tell
go.
you not.
Look.
Huh?
And then who do you reckon is going to win that?
I'm gonna say Argentina. I'm gonna say Argentina for that one.
What do you reckon?
I
Score.
reckon the score's gonna be. It's gonna come down to penalties on that one.
Penalties.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? 0-0, 1-1 to get to penalties.
Yeah, 1-1 to get to penalties.
1-1. And then who's winning on
And then
penalties?
Argentina winning on penalties.
Okay. Because we're going to refer back to this.
Mate, if I
when
get this
is
all
done.
right, I swear to God.
So that's Mark.
Okay, here
So
we
that's
go.
Mark's sheet there. So I might as well fill it out just 'cause
Okay.
So I'm going to go the Netherlands.
Yep.
I think that's
Strong team.
fairly obvious in
Yeah.
that group. I'm actually going to say Senegal to be
Oh.
runners up there
Yeah.
in that
Okay.
group. Group B, I'm going to say England because Wales are absolutely dreadful, and I can't believe you even put them anywhere, to be honest.
I just feel it, man.
And for that, I am also going to say the USA will be runners up.
Okay.
So
To be fair, I haven't seen their team. What's their team looking like? Do you know?
I also haven't seen their team, but I just
can't pick
know
it
how
up.
bad Wales are. Wales had to get in through the last qualifying bits, didn't they? So
Yeah.
I don't have any faith in them to do anything.
Okay.
Group C, I think is fairly obvious. It's going to be Argentina.
Yeah.
So
100%.
they go up here.
Who's your follow? Who's your follow up?
Argentina, and I'm actually gonna say Mexico. I think
Interesting.
we are gonna have very different results here.
I think we are.
Group D, I think that one you just can't go anywhere other than France.
No,
to be
yeah.
honest.
I mean, you'd be silly. Silly.
And I also think, Denmark. I go along with what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty reasonable for that group.
I think that's Group E, I am going to say the winners will be Germany. And I am also going to say that the runners-up will be. See, I don't want to say Spain because I think Spain are rubbish now.
Do you think?
But Spain always turn up, don't they? So
They turn up when the time is.
and Costa Rica and Japan as well. It's like, okay, look, I'm gonna go Spain, but I'm not.
You're not confident.
I'm not
You're not
overly
sold on that
confident
idea.
in that. To be honest.
Okay.
Group F will be Belgium.
Yep.
That's a given.
Uh-huh.
And I think probably Croatia.
I rate you.
I agree with that.
Out of the three teams there, Croatia, Morocco, and Canada, I just think they've proven themselves over the years, right? So
I agree. They're always there as well, aren't
yeah,
they?
exactly.
So Group G will be Brazil.
Of course.
That's a given, I think. And I think my runners-up will be Switzerland.
Sorry, Cameroon.
Got to back my guy, Granit Xhaka. And Group H will be Portugal. That's fine. And I think runners-up are going to be Ghana.
Oh, like it. Okay.
So that is my top 16 now.
Okay, sweet. So where are we going from there?
So I have Holland, USA.
Yep.
Which has to be Holland or the Netherlands,
Okay.
however you choose to say it. Argentina, Denmark will be Argentina.
Yep.
Germany, Croatia will be Germany.
Yep.
Brazil, Ghana will be Brazil. Sorry, Ghana. I know I'll put you through, but you're out. England, Senegal will be England. France, Mexico will be Mexico.
Yeah.
Nope. Absolutely France all the way, I think.
I think you're right.
Belgium, Spain will be Belgium. And I actually think that game would be a thrashing, to be honest. Yeah. And Portugal, Switzerland, I will go Portugal. So, Holland, Argentina. I am going to go for Argentina
Okay,
as my first team into the semi-finals.
like that. I think that's wise. Wise choice.
And they will play out of England or France. They will play France
Okay,
because France will batter England.
that's
I think.
what I've got down here as well.
Okay, yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
that's the other way
we
round.
just had them switch.
Yeah, swap round. Yeah,
I think you had England as runners up. That's why.
I did. Yeah, that's why they're on that side. Yeah.
So Germany, Brazil will be Brazil,
Yeah.
I believe, and Belgium and Portugal. I'm going to back Belgium, I think.
Nice.
So here we go. Argentina, France for a World Cup final place. I'm going to say France. And Brazil, Belgium. I'm going to have to go Brazil.
Yeah, opposite way.
Oh, so we ended up with the same teams. Okay. And I'm going to say 2-0 France.
Oh, you're going France.
I think 2-0 France.
That's going to be interesting.
Which means our third place will be Argentina
Yep.
and Belgium. Is that the same as you?
No, I got Argentina and
Portugal.
Portugal. Yeah.
And I will say Belgium will win 2-1.
Okay. So one more question to ask you though. That little box that I've seen that we haven't filled out. Golden Boot. Who do you reckon's going to score more goals out of the whole?
Golden Boot. Now this is tough actually. Because Benzema's now out, I believe, for France.
Oh, is he?
I think he went out yesterday. Oh, it's tough because the group games are going to add a lot to this.
Yeah, I reckon Pickford's got a good chance.
Who? Pickford? Mate, Pickford scores 1, I'll give you £1 million.
Yeah, mate.
Not that I have £1 million, but I'll give it to you.
Come on, Pickford.
I am going to say for my side, Mbappe.
Ooh, that's a shout.
I think I'm going to have to.
That's a shout.
And if I have to say how many goals, how many games are they going to play? I'm going to go 6.
Yeah.
I've
Mbappe's
gone
a good shout.
Mbappe. I'm just thinking the longer you're in the competition as well, the more chance you have to
That's what
score.
I mean. Okay, do you know what I'm going to go for? I'm going to go for Neymar.
Oh, okay. You're fully back in Brazil here, and I'm fully back in France.
And I reckon, how many goals you said he's going to score? 6?
I've got 6 for me.
I'm saying 7 is the first number that came to my head. And I feel like I've got to follow
nice.
that. Say 7.
So I will keep these.
Yeah, keep these.
I will keep these.
I think we should post these on the Instagram.
We
show
will.
people what our choices are. Hold ourselves accountable. Proof that they will not change throughout the whole World Cup series.
No.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, it's quite easy to pick the teams out of some groups because of the,
I think some of the countries are just bad, unfortunately.
Of course, yeah, but it's in the later stages. It's going to be very interesting to see like what happens, man.
I agree.
You never know.
Well, I'm fully back in France. I think France are.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Are my team too.
Have you felt the same buzz that we've always had when the World Cup?
No, it's dead.
It's something about the winter, or like that, or maybe just because I guess it's the first time that we've ever really had this. But there was just no. I almost forgot it was on.
Yeah,
that's how.
Well, yeah. Well, this is what's interesting. England play tomorrow.
They play tomorrow.
England play tomorrow.
I never knew.
You didn't even know it.
No.
Like this is so. I just think the winter vibe has killed everything.
Yeah.
You know, so
I haven't even seen it on TV though. But I mean, has there been?
I don't really watch TV, if I'm honest.
No.
But,
maybe that's just because of the things that I'm watching. Maybe I don't know, or like when I'm watching it, I'm not sure. But I just haven't seen anything like the buzz of like for example, like it's coming home.
No.
Never seen any of that anymore. Do you know what I mean? And maybe that's for other reasons, but like. I haven't seen that. Let's get together. The World Cup's here. It's the biggest thing in football for however long.
I agree.
And it's like there's no buzz. For me personally, I haven't felt it. Guys, let us know if you have.
I think the one thing I will say, right, is that no matter what your opinion of it being in Qatar, right, I understand everything that people have to say.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's totally different. The one thing I don't get is mainly England fans, let's be honest, screaming and shouting that they can't drink over there.
Yeah.
I mean, you've gone to a different country, and unfortunately, you have to follow their rules.
Yeah, you have to.
That's it. You know, their religious beliefs and all things.
Exactly.
You have to respect it.
Yeah, you have to.
And to be honest, look how our fans acted in the Euro final. And then the racism and all
Everything
the
about-
stuff
yeah.
afterwards. No, so you don't deserve
Yeah.
to do it. Sorry.
Exactly. And they don't, the fans and stuff don't help themselves in past scenarios where, unfortunately, drink is like what's the word I'm trying to find? It heightens what you truly believe.
Yeah.
These people are
Yeah.
violent, malicious, maybe sometimes. I mean, I've got a very different view on like football fans these days now.
Yeah.
Very much so. And obviously, from the past of what we've seen recently, it's just so. I don't know. I kind of, when people ask me, "Oh, do you like football?" I'm like, yeah, kind of,
Yeah.
like, because I don't want to think that I'm, but associate with that sort of like kind of nature of the sport. Do you know
I
what I
kind
mean?
of feel like we've gone from football violence,
Mm.
like 80s, 90s, that sort of stuff, to it's just racism.
Yeah, it's just
It's gone past almost
pure
violence.
malicious in every sense. It's just, and that for me, I get the passion between that you feel for the club or your country or whatever it may be, but for it to stem into like all of this horrible stuff that we see nowadays, it's like, I don't want any part of it, man.
I agree.
It's crazy.
But no, so for me, it's like, you have to respect their rules.
You have to.
It's their rules.
You
It's
have
their
to.
country. Unfortunately,
you-
whether you agree with it or not, that's a totally another.
Yeah, but
that's a totally
'cause
another subject.
again, like, you can have your own opinion on it, of course, but you are in somewhere that is not. It's not you don't live there.
Yeah.
They have a total different belief system, a different way of living, different culture, different. You have like to go over there and think that you could just
do what you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like who are you to say
It's
that?
not your country. It's
not.
they've got their own rules. And
You're
as I
lucky.
just said,
You're lucky to be there anyway.
I agree.
The tickets are
Yeah.
mental. The fact that you're there anyway is like you're seeing incredible things. Like just
I did see a
enjoy it.
TikTok yesterday. A guy has bought 2 tickets to 2 games. Him and his 3 friends, and it cost them, of like including hotel and flights, it was like 17,500. It's crazy. It's absolute crazy money
to enjoy a football game.
to go to a football
Like that
game.
is 17.
It's just money, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Well, it's a business, Dan.
That's it.
It's a
100%.
massive business, and if they're gonna,
If you're rich, you're okay.
and it's a catalyst because then like all these hotels bump up the prices because they
Yeah.
know this is going to be a massive
Yeah,
season.
No,
It
no.
just
it's
kind
fr-
of rockets on from there. Do you know what I mean?
So I think the England fans have to behave. Let's be honest. They didn't do a good job in the Euros. It was really poor. Okay, look, we lost. We got to a final. We lost. We get it. There's no need to attack certain individuals.
Of course.
You
But
know,
I
I was so annoyed when we lost. I did, I don't like keep bringing her up, but me and my wife watched the game at home, and I just left the room. Once it was over, I was like, yeah, bye. I'm going to bed.
Getting out, yeah.
So annoyed.
Yeah.
So annoyed.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're going to start going on social media and calling them this, that, and the other.
Like,
You have to realise Saka, I think at the time was 19 or something.
exactly.
He missed a penalty in the biggest game of his life. Get over it.
Yeah.
That's it. I guarantee it hurts him more than it hurts you.
100%. And you know what though? I kind of say this with kind of a solemn heart, I suppose, because that I believe is what football is now, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm not confident enough in what I've seen through the crowd, the games that are played, whatever it may be. I haven't seen progression from the crowd side in it changing, and I don't think that we'll see that for a very long time. How we deal with that, I have no idea.
It's tough. It's a really hard thing to monitor, isn't it?
Because when they ban people from stadiums, I'm thinking like there's like 80,000 people, 90,000 people almost. How do you track down these people?
I know you can probably block their cards, but a friend can buy them a ticket.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you?
They probably have a list of how many pictures of people who can't come into the stadium. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's like
you see it all the time. People getting into stadiums when they're banned.
Yeah, and it's all well and good saying like it shows when you say these things. Oh, they're doing something, they're making a change.
But also the job of a steward is not going to jump in and start. They're a steward. You see it. I can't remember the game, but the stewards all stood in a line.
I saw this, and they started ducking.
And they kind of had their arms like that.
Yeah.
It's stopped recording. 1 second, please. Mark, carry on that chat.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think it's well, they're not going to do anything about it, especially if you've got like 14,000 people in front of you in one stand.
Yeah.
And they're all rushing towards you.
I
It's
agree.
like,
what are you going to do? I've always said that So same as things with like parliaments and things. If you wanted to storm parliament, there's nothing they could do.
No.
There's too many people.
No, there's too many people.
Same with, that's why
Yeah.
the football stadium's exact same. If enough people stormed on the pitch, there's nothing you can do.
No, unfortunately. And don't stewards, they do it for free, right? It's voluntary.
I'm not sure about it.
Sure, I'm not sure. I know that there's. Oh no, it might not be voluntary. I think you do get paid.
I'm guessing you get paid.
But I mean, even still, it's not enough to stop 40,000 people.
I mean, I wouldn't be trying to jump in front of anybody, to be honest.
Especially when they're drunk, violent, and like all that sort of stuff. It's like,
I agree.
Don't get me wrong, that's not everyone. I'm not saying that's everyone, but it seems to be a largely documented piece of football, and to see it in its big crowds is just
to be honest, it probably is the minority, right? That are that way racist and violent and blah blah blah, but they're the loudest.
Yeah, well,
so that's what it is.
There is that.
I think in a stadium of 80,000 people, there's no way that 90% of that are racist.
No,
it's the opposite.
Yeah,
it's just that they are the loudest.
Yeah. But for me, like, I don't know, like I agree with what you're saying, but the fact that that's even in sport 100%. Is like, it kind of, and do you know what? In the last, like, I'd say probably like 5 years, I'd say that element of it has really put me off football, like, to the point where I don't. Like, I'm a Man United fan.
Yeah.
I don't. If you said
so, you don't like football, is what you're saying?
It's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if someone said list the Man United team out, Ronaldo.
Well done. You're halfway there.
You're halfway there.
Well, he is the biggest, though.
But like, I just don't. I don't follow it anymore for that reason. But I don't get me wrong. With like the World Cup, I'm excited for that sort of stuff, and I am looking forward to the sort of bigger competitions. But the seasons and stuff, I don't really sort of.
Yeah.
And that's a shame because it's been in my family for so long. That's my personal opinion.
I think for me, like, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm not. I like football, but I'm not. I can't be one of these people that has to watch every game and has to go to every game and all that sort of stuff. And shout out to my friend Tyler, because Tyler goes to all Chelsea games. Or he definitely used to, but he sent me a picture the other day. He was at Newcastle.
Wow.
So man, that's dedication to travel up there. I couldn't be bothered to go and watch Arsenal play Brentford.
Yeah.
And it's like half an hour from my house, It's dedication, man. Like, and listen, some people love that, and more power to you.
Yeah, exactly.
To do your thing.
Each to their own, isn't it?
But
each to their own.
No, I did. I get my sons into it a little bit. But,
do they like football? Do they watch?
They watch a little bit. They're not really. The problem is they're 6 and 5. So their attention span is, they watch 1 minute and that's it.
Do they play?
But they play football. It stopped at the moment because they couldn't get the numbers. But they normally play on a Saturday morning.
Lovely. Yeah.
But the good thing is, it's literally a field directly opposite my house.
Easy.
So it's so good.
Easy.
Yeah.
Oh, bless, man. Well, we'll see what happens with the football, man. We'll see what happens, because I gut feeling, I think I'm going to do well. We'll put these on Instagram.
Yeah, no, we will. I'll
you guys at home can hold us accountable.
And we will put them up. But on the subject of sport,
yes,
did you see that KSI has announced his new opponent?
I have seen it. Is it
Dylan Dennis?
That's it, Dylan Dennis. Now, I've seen a recent video of an altercation between the two. I don't know if you've seen this.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my honest opinion about this situation coming up. I am separating this conversation from like proper professional boxing. Let's face it, like
you have to.
You have to. The professional boxers have done this since birth, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like that's all they know. So these YouTube boxers is a different category. Don't get me wrong, they can fight. Yeah. It's a different category. Anyway, I just had to put it out there before
anyone says
before anything. Exactly. So the whole KSI business, I don't doubt that he can fight.
Yeah. But
the further that we're getting on into this like YouTube boxing, I think a loss is coming sooner than we think.
Yeah.
Do you think?
So Dylan Dennis isn't anything special.
No.
If you look at his MMA record, I think he's like 15 and 13 in total. He's like 2-0 in Bellator, and then he got injured and he hasn't fought since. That was about 3 years ago, I believe, 4 years ago.
Okay.
The one thing I will say is after the altercation with KSI, he got into an altercation with Anthony Taylor.
Oh, did he?
Which is another sort of... He is a pro boxer, but he has gone more on the side of YouTube boxing. He is a pro fighter, but he's not very good. Sort of...
he's leaked into the YouTube scene, I suppose.
He sort of jumped on it because he knows he's not going to make it as a pro boxer.
There to be made as well.
Listen, fair play to him.
Yeah,
but Dylan Dennis took a clean punch to his sort of cheek. And he hit him clean. He stumbled back a bit, but he stood up. He stood up. Like he took it, and I was like, okay. I go along the same lines as you. I think KSI is going to lose soon. I don't know if Dylan Dennis is the person to do it, but the thing for me is I know everyone wants Jake Paul KSI. I don't want to see it. I think Jake Paul beats him in round 1.
Yeah.
We're both from England, but I just have no faith that KSI is as good as Jake Paul. And Jake Paul is another one where he's beaten good guys, but Anderson Silva, who he just beat, is 47 years old.
Old guy. Man.
He is an old man.
Yeah.
So yes, he can still fight, but not to
the degree
not to any level.
How old is he's?
I think Jake Paul's 28? Like 25.
Oh, is he 25?
Yeah, he's young.
That's what I'm saying.
He's young.
Man. What the energy of a 25-year-old? You're fighting a 40-year-old. That's just mad.
But listen, Jake Paul can fight.
Oh yeah,
right?
no doubt.
I think
no doubt.
When this all first started, I think we done podcasts before where I said I don't really like him and blah blah blah. But I always said he could fight, and he can.
Yeah.
And he is getting better. But in the second fight against Tyron Woodley caught him a couple of times.
Yeah.
Where it was like someone who knows how to finish in boxing would have got him out of it. So a loss is also coming to him, but KSI is not going to beat Jake Paul.
I really want to be like comfortable enough to say that KSI would do it, and I'd love to believe. And you know what? Again, like I think I've said this before in the previous episode that we've done on this subject. KSI's attitude to wanting to win at everything is admirable, and I think it's incredible.
I think he's almost unmatched.
Yes,
I think it's unmatched. I think I don't know if Jake Paul has the same heart as KSI.
No, I don't think he does.
I think if KSI was battering him, Jake Paul, I'm not saying he would give up, but I think he would almost accept defeat.
That's it.
I think KSI could be 7 rounds in, busted eyes, broken nose, broken ribs, and he'd still be going.
Yeah, he'd still go for it.
I just don't see him beating Jake Paul.
Yeah. Okay. So
I actually see Jake Paul cleaning him out. Very early.
Wow.
Very early.
See, I think for me, it's not an early situation. I think it's a couple of rounds in. But I do think, and I hate to say it, because I've been watching KSI for years.
Yeah.
But I think that Jake Paul gets the knockout. And the reason why I don't want to see it is because I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I want to make it known, sort of. I would much rather KSI won.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I prefer. But
we have to speak like realistically.
You have to be honest.
Yeah, you have to.
I think his content is better. Jake Paul is, like, for want of a different word, he's a bit of a dickhead.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just say it as it is. He's arrogant. I mean, because he's won a few fights, he acts like he is the next big thing, and it's like you're not. Yeah. You're not the next big 100%. Thing. You are going to get ironed out by someone very soon.
Yeah. So with
Tommy Fury is not that guy as well, by the way. Tommy Fury is absolutely dreadful.
Because his last fight got cancelled because he couldn't get to the weight, right? Is that what it was?
So it turns out that whoever made the contracts gave them 2 different weights. Tommy Fury had like 180 and the other guy had like 172.
Oh.
So Tommy Fury made his contracted weight. He come in at what he was supposed to. The other guy also made his contracted weight. Fair enough. Yeah. The fight was cancelled because they were both at different weights.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Whoever made that contract.
But they tried to pin it on Tommy Fury for whatever reason.
Well, it's an easy thing to do, isn't it?
I believe in being fair, and in fairness to him, his contract stated what he should be at, and he was at it. So fair play.
So I haven't really seen Tommy Fury box.
He's awful.
He's
absolutely dreadful.
Yeah,
he is awful.
Yeah,
and again, I think Jake Paul knocks him out as well.
Yeah. But then, like going back to what we've just said, Tommy Fury's been doing it a lot longer than Jake Paul, right?
Yeah, a lot longer.
But you still put Jake's
still 100%.
That's crazy.
Because Tommy Fury is awful. He's literally riding his brother's name.
Oh, fair.
And just to be clear, fair play to him. Because if you can make money when you're that bad, and because of who your brother is, do it. 100%.
Make that cash.
Make the money. Life is short, man, and if you can make as much money as you can, do it.
Tommy
and if
Fury,
you have to
KSI.
do it that way, do it.
Tommy Fury, KSI.
Oh, do you know? I have to be honest. I think it'll be a dull fest. It's going to be so boring.
Really?
Yeah,
Why? Hang on. Are you saying that KSI is on the verge of the same caliber as Tommy?
Yes.
Really?
I don't think KSI is very good.
Okay.
Everyone's banging on about him beating the 2 people in the same.
No, they were
both awful.
No. Listen.
Do me a favor. They were both dreadful.
Yeah. Oh, banging that camera. Sorry. Yeah. No, they're dreadful. They weren't fights.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on now.
it was
Doesn't
awful.
matter. You can fight three people that caliber in the same night. Doesn't matter.
The second Logan Paul fight, Logan Paul won that fight.
Like, oh yeah.
He lost because he punched him in the back of the head.
Yeah, and lost points.
Which is just so unfortunate because if he didn't, KSI was out.
Yeah.
When you watched him get up, he was all over the place. He was then given 5 minutes to recover. Logan Paul had him out of there. Once he lost the 2 points, Logan Paul's head went. What he should have done is said, right, I've just nearly had him out of it.
Yeah.
So as soon as the 5 minutes are up and KSI's back, jump on him.
Go for
Absolutely just jump on him.
Yeah.
Because you've lost on points.
Yeah.
You know you've lost on points. You've just been deducted 2 points. You know now it's over. Jump on him. You've got nothing to lose. If he sparks you out, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
Jump on him.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it. He kind of let it all go to his head.
Man. Yeah. Okay.
I think KSI is pretty shit,
Yeah.
to be
Okay.
honest.
So Dylan Dallas and KSI, you think?
Again, I think it's going to be an awful fight.
Yeah.
I think KSI wins on points.
I was going to say exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
KSI on points. If KSI was to fight Tommy Fury, that's going to be the most boring match.
I think that will be
You
awful.
won't even watch it. Yeah.
I would probably watch it out of curiosity.
Yeah.
The same as I watched Deji Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, talk to me about that because you're a Floyd Mayweather fan.
Oh,
How
mate.
do you
Listen.
feel about Floyd? First of all, coming back to fight these people and the fights themselves. What's your opinion?
So a lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about it, right? My understanding of all of this stuff is it is an exhibition fight. An exhibition is not a real fight. An exhibition is putting on your skills, giving entertainment to the crowd. I got absolutely no issue with anyone doing exhibitions. Ricky Hatton done one last weekend.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yeah. He come back for an exhibition fight. There was not the same uproar about that than there was Floyd Mayweather
Yeah,
doing
of
it.
course.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So I've got no issue with it at all. No.
Yeah.
I kind of had a thought, but no, it's gone. No issue. I think Deji was like a deer in headlights. He absolutely had no idea what to
he
do.
didn't know what was going on.
Floyd Mayweather just made him look like a complete moron.
Yeah. He caught him once though, right?
He caught him once, and as soon as he caught him, that was it. Mayweather took him out. It was a good punch, but again, right? It's if you want. I don't know. Did you see it? Did you see any
I've only
highlights
seen
of it?
highlights. I've only seen highlights.
Mayweather was fighting like this,
Yeah.
dancing.
He's like,
You know, he's walking up to him like this. He was bound to get caught, right? It's just, it is what it is.
it's a risky play.
But again, Floyd Mayweather is 45, 46 years old.
Yeah.
He is an old man. As much as he still has a lot of his skills, he is still an old man.
And that does play a part.
Deji must be 25. KSI, I reckon, is
he's
about 28. So he must be 25, 26.
26.
He caught him once, bruised up his eye. He's 46 years old.
Yeah.
I think he's 46, 47, something like that. You're bound to bruise up. You're an old man. There's someone punch me in the face when I'm 47 and see what happens. You know what I mean? It's like he's old.
Yeah.
But Mayweather made him look like a complete amateur, which he is.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was just funny.
Well, I think these, I kind of, with these YouTube boxing scene, I kind of see the whole thing as an exhibition, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
agree.
really see this as like again, this is no disrespect to the people that are doing it because they put in work. That is not what I'm saying. Like, I'm not taking any sort of hard work from anyone that does this. It's very difficult. It takes a lot of time and dedication, right? I get it. But it's not professional boxing.
No. And they need to stop acting like that because
Right.
that's what's doing my head in.
Yes.
Jake, do you know Jake Wood?
Yeah.
Played Max Brannan in EastEnders for anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah.
He tweeted yesterday he's done with it. He's finished with all of
Yeah.
this. So for those that don't know, I think he has a boxing podcast. He's involved in boxing in some way. And I agree with him. It's getting silly. If you market it as YouTube boxing, cool.
That's
Everyone
fine.
knows what they're doing. Everyone knows it's YouTube boxing, it's exhibitions, it's just influencers having a fight. It's going to be crap, blah, blah, blah. The problem now is they're trying to sell it as top class fights, and it's not that. No, it's never that, and it's never going to be that.
No.
The odd person will make it out. Jake Paul, for example, I think he could. He's never going to be world champion, and they need to stop that narrative right now.
100%.
But could he be like a domestic level fighter? Probably he could because he's.
Tommy Fury, yes.
Well, Tommy Fury's made it, and I think Jake Paul cleans him out as well. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But no, they need to stop selling it as like top class fighting
Yeah,
because it's not.
I think keep it in the realms of YouTube and promote it and market
Yeah.
it.
But people will
within that
accept
realm.
it as that. People accept it as influencer boxing
That
because
is
that's
it.
what it is.
But don't
Yeah.
try and leak into the professional realm
I
because
agree.
yeah, again, we've said this on the podcast before on the last episode that we did on
Yeah.
the boxing quite a while ago now. But I find it quite disrespectful for the people that have, blood, sweat, and tears since the
Yeah.
ages of 5, 6,
Yeah.
whatever it may be, up the ranks, and then they've gone, well, just because you've got money and business and market, you're just coming in and just done.
But I also have to say, fair play.
Oh,
as I just said, in terms of money
if you've
and
got
things,
the access,
yeah, if you can do
do
it, 100%.
100%.
I back that all the way.
But again, in the realms of YouTube,
yeah,
that's it.
I've got no issue with people doing that.
No.
no issue.
No, it's smart, man. God, to make
Yeah,
however many millions.
Jake
on
Paul
one
was
fight.
in like the Forbes rich list
Yeah,
through boxing, so good luck to him. Make the money if you can make the money. I've got no issue with it.
yeah. Trust me.
But don't sell it to me as something that it's not.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
of
Don't try
course.
and sell me a cow and tell me it's a horse.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't work like that.
Okay, so another match. There's obviously been some sort of talks about Andrew Tate and Jake
Yes.
Paul. Now you saw them standing in front of each other not too long ago,
Yeah.
squaring up. Now, one, do you think that's going to happen? And two, what's the outcome?
No, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Mm.
I'd be surprised. Because Andrew Tate has a lot more to lose than Jake Paul does.
Incorrect.
I think.
That
Yeah, I think he's
his
like a 4 times kickboxing champion.
yeah.
And I know you could say the same for Tyrone Woodley and that, but it's on a different level. Andrew Tate has a lot more sort of clout, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
He's a lot more well known.
Well, look at his character that he's portrayed for so long.
If
Top
he then
G.
gets his head kicked in by a YouTuber, it's not a good look. And so I don't think it happens.
Yeah.
I don't think it happens. If it were to happen, again, like Andrew Tate can fight clearly because he was a kickboxing world champion. Look how long he's been out of the game for.
A long time.
It's just very smart business from Jake Paul, selecting people way past their prime, people who haven't been fighting recently.
But still think they can give it like.
But act like he's fighting world champions, and it's like no. Stick to your lane.
Yeah.
If you stick in the YouTuber influencer lane, I'm with you. Do it. Do your thing.
Yeah, for sure.
The minute you start thinking you're in the realms of Muhammad Ali and these things, it's like now you're just
That's
delusional.
just delusional. Yeah, that's delusional. I think I agree. I don't know what the square up between Andrew Tate and Jake Paul was all about, or even how that came about. I'm not even sure. But the fact that it happened is very weird.
Yeah.
Again, like you, I don't think it's going to happen. Purely because I think Andrew Tate is very smart.
Yeah.
In terms of business,
He's too smart.
He's too smart, and he knows full well that, like we're saying, if he gets duffed in by this YouTuber, that a lot of his persona and a lot of his people that believe that kind of like top G stuff or whatever it may be, is it breaks instantly.
Yeah.
As soon as that bell goes, instantly, if you've lost, gone, and how much that would maybe jeopardize his business or whatever it may be. It will.
I think it's too much of a risk for him.
Hugely.
I think it's too risky.
It's far too risky.
He won't take the risk. Because it, to me, it doesn't benefit him. There's no benefit for him, in my opinion. Because if he wins, Jake Paul will say, "Well, he was a 4 times kickboxing champion."
Yeah, would you expect?
So fair play to him.
Yeah.
Of course, he was going to beat me.
He gets paid.
So it's like it's all these different things. I think, and then if he loses, he's going to be mugged off for the rest of his life.
Oh, he'll become
so
mate. Yeah,
he doesn't win, so there's no point.
Exactly, and I've
don't get involved.
No,
for me.
not at all. And do you know what? I've seen some videos where Andrew Tate has been sparked.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like just one catch, man. I'm like,
it's not worth it, man.
And,
but as I just said, it's very smart business by Jake Paul. He's a smart man.
He's a smart guy,
a very smart
100%.
man.
But I don't see it happening, man.
No.
It's so weird to think how like YouTubers and all this stuff is like how it's developed into this whole like beef out, like I guess within the realms of boxing and stuff. But it's like everyone wants to fight each other. I know they're obviously probably doing it for a paycheck, of course, but it's like, can't we all just like be?
Well, the funny thing is, this all started from Joe Weller and Theo Baker.
And which I find hilarious, by the way. The fact
the funniest thing that I find from that is they're making nothing of this.
Yeah,
they're making nothing.
God, yeah, that's so true.
I mean, I don't see how they would have done, but just imagine they started up a promotion company or something, anything, They could have cleaned up, but here's what it is. I
Yeah,
suppose.
from that little one video, KSI saying he wanted to.
Yeah.
fight
So
the winner or
KSI,
something.
I think he commented on Joe Weller's post,
That's
didn't
right.
he?
Yeah,
And said, "I'm next" or
yeah.
something. Or yeah, and that's where it all kicked off from. And now look where we are. The problem is, I think it's killing mainstream boxing,
I think.
actual boxing, because
Yeah.
the problem is that they're charging for it. A lot of it is pay-per-views. A lot of new people are coming along, paying for it, realizing how bad it is, and then not going and watching real boxing.
So this is my opinion on just a latch into what you just said there, right? I believe the beginning of it, because of the reach that these guys have, is absolutely insane.
I agree.
I feel like it drew a lot more new people of all sorts of demographics and ages back into the sport. It's only when they see the fights that they're putting on, and not only just the fights, but the events that are being led.
Yeah.
That, countless people not being paid, or like what this show of boxing was an absolute mess because of these reasons. And you think, like, this is nowhere near professional. And I think that's where it kind of goes. Well, if this is boxing, well, fuck that.
I agree. I think there was a shift, and I think the shift was when it went from YouTube boxing to them trying to sell it as actual boxing.
Yeah.
I think that's when the whole thing collapsed.
Yeah.
And everyone's they're kind of taking the piss out of boxing now, in my opinion.
I agree. How much has Eddie Hearn been involved? Do you know?
I think he was involved in 2 fights.
Is it just 2? Was it one of the KSI?
The KSI Logan Paul rematch. He done that, and then I think he done Jake Paul versus Anderson Gibb, but that was a undercard fight.
Yeah.
So if I remember rightly, it was Billy Joe Saunders was fighting as the main event.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Whereas KSI Logan Paul was the main event.
Yeah.
And then I think he said, "I'm out."
Yeah, because I think I saw Eddie Hearn in a podcast or like a interview or wherever it may be, him saying like the amount of people that it brought into this, on a business perspective, is incredible.
Yeah.
And like we're saying, if you've got the means to make that money, then by God,
I agree, 100%.
But Eddie Hearn being so heavily involved in the professional world, you can't really come out of that and sort of invest your time in this YouTube stuff.
Well, the thing that always makes me laugh is that press conference between KSI and Logan Paul, where the one that Eddie Hearn promoted, is they were standing there going, your mum's this, your mum's that. And you could see Eddie Hearn's face was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What have I done? Yeah. This is not like, normally you've got like Derek Chisora throwing a table at someone, or, like proper going, and these two are like, oh, your mum's fat. It's like, and I think Eddie Hearn realised at that point that this is nuts. And I think KSI had the crowd chanting, suck your mum, suck your mum. And it was like, oh, God. Come on, man. That's when it's like, you've gone way past what this is, But that's fine if you're pitching it as that. I don't want to keep saying that, but if you're pitching that as that,
it's a massive point.
Do it.
Of course.
Do it, because then we understand what you're doing.
100%. Right, linking onto that to professional boxing then. Anthony Joshua, do you think he can ever make a comeback, or is that him done?
I think he's done. I think he's done, in my opinion.
I don't want to say, because I quite like Anthony Joshua, and I think seeing him how he won his titles was quite interesting, quite exciting. But and to see his pain in that last fight was I kind of felt really, really, really bad for him. But I think once you've hit a point of having a lot of negativity like that, I think it takes an incredibly strong person to come back from that, right?
I just believe he's been very lucky, Anthony Joshua. Okay. In terms of, he's got no chin. He hasn't got a chin.
True.
Listen, and again, just to clear this up, Anthony Joshua would kill me if we ever had a fight, right? I don't have a chin, but I'm not a professional boxer. So I just want to make that clear, right?
Yeah, of course.
But for me, he's got no chin. And I think if he went against the likes of Deontay Wilder, would have cleaned him out. I think Tyson Fury cleans him out.
Yeah.
Look at what happened with Andy Ruiz, which should have never been in the same league as it.
No.
And okay, he boxed his way to a comfortable points victory, but it was very dull. You want the Anthony Joshua that is ironing people out.
Yeah.
And I think that's done. I think he's done. I think the fight against Usyk, the second one, he just didn't look like he wanted to be there.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua is a power puncher. He should be diving in and just 100%. Trying to take his head off.
I mean, he's a big bloke.
Yeah.
Come on.
I understand he's bigger, so it's not, the speed and stuff won't be there. But I think his days are finished. I think he'll end up fighting Dillian White in March next year.
Yeah.
He'll win, then he'll get a fight against, I don't know, maybe a Fury or a Wilder, maybe a Ruiz again. He might beat Ruiz. I think Wilder knocks him out, and Fury knocks him out. And then where do you go from there?
Well, as soon as you've sort of like rinsed out those options, because I think with respect to Anthony Joshua, I don't think it's worth him fighting anyone below because he'll clean it out anyway. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I personally think that. Yeah,
the one thing I would say is just because he's lost, that doesn't mean it's over for him.
No.
So I want to make that clear that I'm not saying that because he's lost, because I love Derek Chisora and he's got like 12 losses on his record.
Yeah.
But he is someone that every time he gets in the ring, he goes for it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He'll fight anyone. He accepts any fight and he'll go for it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
If Anthony Joshua was more that style, then brilliant. But I just don't think, I can't see Anthony Joshua now fighting for a European title. No. Doesn't make sense. You're a former world champion, 2-time world champion. There's no point. It's like you either get in the top fights or you call it a day. And the top fights that are around for him, I don't see him winning.
Yeah. So
do it for the money.
Yeah.
Of course, right? But obviously you think about your health as well. But for the money.
Yeah. How old is he now?
Oh, he must be. He's 30 something, isn't he? Must be, yeah.
He's 30s now, yeah. Okay.
You think he was 2012, wasn't he? Olympic medalist.
Yeah.
And he must have been 20 there, so he must be 30 something.
Oh, must be, yeah.
I'm going to Google that.
Yeah, Google that.
Yeah,
because I used to find him quite interesting to watch, but I think the last couple of fights have just not been, I guess, like... Obviously, when we went to see him at Wembley...
Yeah.
When he was fighting Klitschko, wasn't it?
That's it, when he fought Klitschko. Yeah. Unbelievable night, by the way.
Incredible experience. That was...
He's 33.
He's 33.
That was unreal. That night at Klitschko was unreal.
That was insane. The one thing I didn't like about that night was that girl behind us shouting, just knock him out. Just knock him out.
But there was loads of that though, wasn't there? It's just, it's annoying.
Anyway.
And didn't she keep saying something like, that's my boyfriend, stop hitting my boyfriend?
Yeah.
That's why you're up in the top tiers now.
Exactly.
He really feels something for you.
God. But aside from that, it was a very
that was unreal.
Very great
I think
experience.
that I've been to a few fights. Actually, I think the Floyd Mayweather fight in Vegas was my favorite, but that was a very close.
Yeah, it's when Joshua went down. Like,
oh mate,
so
do you remember? I think he knocked Klitschko down in the 5th, I believe it was. Someone might have to fact check that. In the 5th.
Yeah.
And then in this, was it the same round or the next round? He then got knocked down.
Yeah, it was not too long after.
And we were just like, what?
Lost our.
Oh my God, he's about to lose.
Yeah.
And then he just made a huge comeback. And it was unreal.
That sort of fighting from Joshua, exciting.
100%, like getting stuck in, you know. But I think that was actually like the first real time you saw a flaw in Anthony Joshua. It was like, okay, if you land flush on his chin, he's going down.
He's going down.
You know?
Yeah, no, very interesting.
I know Dillian White caught him in the fight before, but obviously not hard enough.
Yeah, not hard enough. I don't. I think he wins the next one if they fight again.
So do I.
Interesting. Yeah.
No, but I would say have a couple more fights, make your millions, call it a day.
Yeah.
Unless he can get a title fight, which then I would say go for it, because you never know. Heavyweight boxing is what it is.
Yeah.
One big punch ends everything. So if they can maneuver him to a world title shot, then take it by all means.
Yeah.
I just think he's probably had his day now, in my opinion. So yeah, that's my verdict on that.
Fair play. We have to see what comes up.
We are an hour in. I think we're done, aren't we? I think subject wise we're done.
We've spoken quite largely.
So what we'll do is we will check out Qatar's result.
Yes, drum roll please.
It's live. It's currently live, and it is 2-0 Ecuador.
Ooh.
Which I think actually suits you.
Check my paper. You
have Ecuador.
Yep.
To come second.
Come on, Ecuador.
So you're looking good. 2-0.
That's what I'm saying. Whoever gets this right, whoever gets it wrong, there's got to be a forfeit.
Yeah, I'm down.
I don't know how we're going to gauge it if we're both wrong, but we'll just see.
I've actually got 2 more things that I want to bring out. And for people on YouTube, the camera is about to go off again in 15 seconds, so I will turn it back on.
That's all right.
It's because you can only record for 29 minutes, 59 seconds. I don't know why.
We're going to work it out.
We'll try and work that out, but it's about to go off, so bear with me. I'm going to turn it on.
Yeah. Oh, it's like he knew.
Look at that.
Blimey. Yeah, here we go.
We
Back.
are re-recorded. So
Yeah, go
two points. I want to thank Shady FPS for our latest thumbnail and
Yes.
also the TikTok clip.
Thank you, Shady. Man.
Shady is someone I met online a couple of years ago through gaming, and he's always got my back. Whenever I need him, he's there. So Shady,
Good
thank
lad.
you, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, mate. It's great.
Thank
you.
And also the rebranding. So I didn't come up with anything.
Yeah, I can't lie, never did I. But
so I think we carry on as we are at the moment. But I think once something comes, we'll know.
We're not going to rush the process. Yeah. This is going to be thought over some time.
Yeah.
Because we want to get it right. Because I feel as if the rebranding now, whatever we come to, we're going to stick with for quite some time. So it needs to be correct.
I agree.
So
I feel like, as you just said, the next one has to be a permanent.
It has to be a permanent.
Yeah, we can't keep changing. I just think the Chosen podcast, as I said in the last podcast, was chosen because of my name. Of Chosen One Live on Twitch. And I want to go away from that.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to rebrand something that matches us both.
Yeah. Yeah, we can. Yeah, again, it's going to take some time, but the rebrand.
I liked the Waffling podcast, which is Joe Weller and that.
Yeah.
And that was the only one I come up with was Talking Waffle podcast.
Oh, okay.
And the logo would be a talking waffle. That was the only thing I had.
I like that.
That was the only. That's the only one.
Joke.
Because I kind of think, look, this is what we do. We're just talking. That's it. We're talking waffle. Some of it means stuff. Some of it doesn't.
Yeah.
So that was my only idea. But if anyone else has any ideas, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. We'll have a separate talk away from this, and we'll
definitely.
dedicate a day to go, like, you know.
We need to sit down and sort of talk about it. Really, I think.
Of course.
Come up with some ideas.
Okay. Well, just before we end this, mate, as I'm going to end every single episode, I'm going to ask how you're feeling. How was your week?
Yeah, good, man. Yeah, it was actually a good week.
Yeah.
I don't think I had any issues this week.
No.
I don't believe so. No, I think all good, man.
Yeah,
all good. I believe so.
I like that.
And until we turn this off, and then I go, oh no, that meltdown I had. No, everything's good, man. Yeah. Yourself, everything good?
Yeah, do you know, I had a good week. It's been busy. I saw one of my guys turn 30 this week, so that was nice. And I've been very tired. Can't lie, I've been very, very tired. I think it's always like this at time of year. I don't know if you guys at home agree and whether you agree, Daniel, but I always find that sort of the lead up from like to November to December, Christmas time is just like outside of work and in work is just like there's never really a break. So I'm trying to find moments in which I can sort of switch off, which I think is very important. I think everyone should do that.
Yeah.
And I don't think people should feel bad for doing it. I know there's a lot in the world saying, "Oh no, you have to be productive, keep doing it." Fuck it, man. Just take your time, relax.
And here's the thing for me is I hate Christmas.
Do you?
I can't stand Christmas.
I didn't know this. Yeah.
Because Christmas to me is just a money spinner, and people love to sort of compare. Yeah. Now I've got kids, so it might be a bit different for yourself, but even family members, I feel like it's a competition.
Yeah.
Like, so if what my kids get is it's like people compare. Oh well, I got my son an iPad. I can't afford to buy him an iPad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So like,
no, I hear what you're saying. I
feel like a lot of that. That I know my wife would want to put the decorations up now. No chance. December 1st, she can put them up. After that, well, before that, sorry, no.
Yeah, it's a preference thing.
I kind of think as well, like you kind of kill the whole point of Christmas the earlier you put them up. Because by the time Christmas comes around, you're like, oh, I'm sick of these decorations, man. You know?
Yeah.
I think the latest the later you can save to put them up, do it.
Well, I think the whole of December should be Christmas. Like November, like I don't feel Christmassy right now. I know I will in December, but I think to celebrate it now would be silly. Like I wouldn't say silly. That's it's just to me preference wise anyway. I just think let's go from the 1st of December as Christmas is in that month and have that month as Christmas then.
Listen, in all honesty, I'd put the decorations up on the 24th and take them down on Boxing Day if it was down to me. Honestly, and I truly mean that. I'm not saying that to get effect. It's like
no, you just
100%.
You generally don't. Do you feel the same with like other holidays like Valentine's Day?
The whole thing, everything. It's all stupid. Let's be honest, it's all stupid. But the lucky thing for me is that my wife is the same way. Not about Christmas, she loves Christmas, but with things like Valentine's Day and stuff, we don't care, man. It's like it's not important.
Yeah.
I don't need to buy you a card to tell you I love you.
Yeah, there's other ways
like,
to say that, right?
she should know that all year round. You shouldn't be down
Yeah,
to one
just
day.
one day, like, yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
You know, and you know, we've been together long enough now where it's like all that lovey-dovey sort of stuff goes out the window, doesn't it? You know what I mean? You know, so she knows it. I don't need to buy her a balloon and flowers and cards, and you know, and maybe I should. I'm just a miserable shit, but you know what I mean. She'll probably listen to this and go, "Where's my flowers?" And stuff. And I must say, actually, you know, last week I said in the podcast that she'd like that I kept mentioning it. I said it, didn't I? And Gemma, this one is for you. I heard her watching the podcast in the front room. I was in the bedroom, and when I said it, she started giggling. And I texted her, said, "What are you giggling at?" She's like, "What you just said." So I love it, man.
Well, shout out to Gemma then. Yeah. Shout out to Gemma. Daniel, nice second episode. I like that. Yeah. Good to see you again, pal.
And you, mate.
Next week again, same time, same place. You guys be there as well. And thank you guys for joining in with the journey again. And I hope that you like the second episode.
Yeah. Well, it's actually third because we've put it down to season 2 still.
Oh, okay.
Because I kind of thought season 2 was one episode, so we kind of have to carry on.
Yeah, so I'm glad that you're back on the third episode.
Yeah, third episode. Mark, get it right, mate. If you're going to thank them, get it right.
God damn it.
But yeah, you can listen on YouTube, Spotify, Samsung Podcasts, all of the leading ones.
We'll put the links in the.
I'm trying to be so. Apologies for people on Spotify and things. I try and remember that there is just an audio as well. Some of the things we do are on video.
Yeah.
So if you do want to watch more interactive, go
if you want to
YouTube.
see the stuff that's more visual based, then please come over to our YouTube channel.
100%.
So yeah, okay, guys. Well, thank you. Have a good week, and we will see you next time.
Take it easy, guys. Thank you very much.
Guys. Cheers.